The 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup is proudly brought to you by SunBet, Red Square, Bridgestone, the tyre of choice, and Kawasaki South Africa. Welcome to East London for round 6, race 2 of the 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup. If race 1 was anything to go by, we were in for a treat come race 2, which once again forms part of the Extreme Festival here in East London. Would we have the same top 3 come race 2? AJ Venter getting second place, right behind a dominant victory once again from Clinton Seller. Third place went down to the final corner, and that was a battle between Graham from Bidar and Damien Perificati, eventually won out by Graham from Bidar. Jaya Cruz, the veteran rider, hoping to have sorted out those issues which plagued him in race 1. Would he be a factor in the Class C battle? A solid podium for Graham from Bidar and a great top 10 position in 10th place for RB Marais. Can he go better here in race 2? Only time will tell. Johan Leroux, the veteran rider, looking at a double victory in the veterans class. Let's get race 2 of round 6 underway as we take a look and remind ourselves of the combined qualifying results. Clinton Seller on pole ahead of AJ Venter in second, Damien Perificati in third, Graham from Bidar in fourth, Peter de Vos fifth, Byron Rothquell not taking part in this race unfortunately in sixth, James Barson in seventh ahead of Johan Leroux, David Feringa, Travis Nordia, Dieter Huisman in 11th, RB Marais in 12th, Jaya Cruz in 13th, Raymond Kiel in 14th, and Perron Parasaman rounding out the grid in 15th place. Only 14 riders on the grid then for race 2, with Byron Rothquell absent, unfortunately experiencing a technical issue on his ZX10 after race 1. As we get underway for race 2, and a great start. And it looks like a lot of riders might have been thinking it was the warm-up lap, getting caught out there. Clinton Seller, definitely not a great start. He's dropped 2 positions, looks like behind AJ Venter and Graham from Bidar, taking advantage there. And the yellow machine, right at the back of the field, that's Travis Nordia with a horrendous start. Obviously thinking it's the warm-up lap, and there was no warm-up lap this time, so a lot of work to do there for Travis Nordia. He would have to close his eyes and make some scary passes, make his way through the field, which he's clearly doing. You can see the yellow bike on the inside going into Cocobana, and a better start this time for Jaya Cruz. He wasn't left wanting at the start line. Let's take a ride on board then with Travis Nordia. As you can see, just no revs, no RPM, leisurely taking off, thinking it's a warm-up lap, and it is in fact not. He was right at the back of the grid, stone last, behind Perron. So a lot of work to do then for Travis Nordia on the number 84 after a great showing in race 1. A bit of a poor start in race 1, but he made his way through the field. Some great passes, as you can see on Perron, and that is going through Rifle Bend, a scary place to pass. And will he make it on the inside here of Raymond Kiel just ahead of him heading into Cocobana? No, he won't. So he would still have to make some passes. Would he be able to get ahead of Raymond Kiel heading down the beach straight into Butts Bend and the S's? Back with the leaders at the front, and it was Clinton Seller making the moves. He had now got past Graham from Bidar for second place, piling that pressure on the leader, AJ Venter. Fantastic start once again from Peter de Vos. He was leading out the veteran charge on his beautiful number 17 ZX-10R, as the rest of the field make their way through the sweep, heading into Beacon Bend, where definitely some moves will be taking place on the first lap. Clinton Seller now taking the lead ahead of AJ Venter, and that with Damien Perificati on the inside through Beacon Bend on Graham from Bidar. Peter de Vos with James Barson right behind him, and that's Johan Leroux right behind James Barson. So this battle was heating up nicely, and you can be rest assured it would take place the entire race as it did during race 1. Heading down Beach Straight on lap 2, it was still Clinton Seller out front, with AJ Venter hot on his heels, not letting him get away. Damien Perificati in third, looking at getting involved with the 2 men up front, and Graham from Bidar, still a great ride there in fourth. losing slight touch there with the leading trio. Clinton Seller on the change of direction there. You can see a little bit of a wheelie. The electronics working very well on his King Pass Extreme. ZX10R as the riders make their way into the final corner. That is Beacon Bend. Clinton Seller leading the charge ahead of AJ Fenter, Damien Provocati in third, and Graham from Bidor on his Stephanie Stock ZX10R, the defending champion, looking at getting a great overall result after his brilliant third place in race 1. The start of another lap as the riders make their way into Potter's Pass and through Rifle Bend. Speeds in excess of around 250 kilometers an hour here. 5th, 6th gear pinned for these riders. It is really something to behold. As you can see, the crowd loving it on the side, all camped out on the top of the hill. And I'm sure they cannot believe their eyes as these riders skillfully make their way through two of the scariest corners in South Africa, it has to be said. Further back, and a great battle was ensuing, and this was between Jaya Cruz, Raymond Kill on the number 33, and Perron on his number 10 bike, and a three-way battle here at the tail end of the field. Battles no matter where you look in the SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup. As you can see here, that is Peter de Vos on the number 17, now under pressure from Johan Leroux, and that was a nice battle for top honours in the veterans class, so a lot to play for there. Damien Provocati getting closed down now by Graham from Idar, and he had lost touch with the two riders up ahead of him, wheeling out of Beacon Bend. That's not a way to get drive there, Damien. Travis Mordier on the number 84, making up for the lost ground after a poor start. A lot of work to do for the number 84, but definitely one of the better looking bikes out in the grid. Very distinctive. You can pick that bike out with its bright yellow paint job. You can pick it out from a mile away. Meanwhile, the battle for 5th place was heating up nicely between Peter de Vos, Johan Leroux, and just behind them was James Barson with a much better showing so far in the second race. Clinton Seller dominating out front, pulling that gap out ahead of AJ Fenter. You can see just how bumpy this East London Grand Prix circuit is. Mid-corner there for Clinton Seller. So you've got to have that suspension set up perfect in order to cope with the bumps. You don't want it too hard, but you don't want it too soft at the same time. Clinton Seller making his way out of Beacon Bend to start yet another lap, followed by AJ Fenter in now a distant second place. And the third place battle between Damien Provocati and Graham from Idar was heating up nicely, as was this battle. That's Aubrey Marais getting chased down by the number 70 bike of Dieter Huisman. Now Aubrey with a great top 10 finish in race 1, but Dieter Huisman looking to have his say here in the second race as he sets his sights on the number 48 bike just ahead of him. Heading down the main straight then into Potter's Pass for another time, yet another time, but it does not get easier. It just seems to get scarier and scarier. That's Graham from Bidar looking for a move on the inside. Oh, a brave move there from Graham from Bidar. Running slightly wide though on the exit, and that allows Damien Provocati, the inside line, to get that third place back. So a great battle ensuing once again between these two talented riders. Further down the grid though, we jump back on board with number 84 of Travis Mordier as he makes his way through the field. That's Aubrey Marais just ahead of him. Oh, and a great move there on the inside of Aubrey Marais as we jump back to this battle for third place. And these riders seem to be swapping positions on every corner. So a great showing, a great race by these two riders. Graham from Bidar yet again on the inside, nudging Damien Provocati wide. Will Damien respond yet again, heading into one of the tightest corners on the track? That's Coco Banner. Yes, he does. And Graham from Bidar sticking his leg out, trying to tell Damien, you're not going to pass me here. And Damien Provocati taking no notice of that as he makes a fantastic move once again for third place. And this battle was raging on nicely as well towards the tail end of the field. Perron had now pulled a little bit of a gap on Jaya Cruz and Raymond Kiel, and there was a lot to play for as that was the final podium position in the veterans class. Peter de Vos was now putting a bit of a gap on James Barson, Johan Leroux, Travis Mordier, and David Feringa, losing a bit of touch with that group ahead of him. He would want to get his claws into the riders up ahead after a poor showing by his standards in the first race. He would want to make up for that here in the second race. Johan Leroux now second at the moment in the veterans class. Peter de Vos pulling a gap, looking at grabbing that overall victory as we jump on board with Travis Mordier, making his way past Johan Leroux. down the main straight, down the gear, and he sets his sights now on James Barson. So a great comeback from the number 84 bike. And yes, that is a brilliant move in between Potter's Pass and going into Rifle, a scary place to pass. So a great move there from Travis Nordia as he now sets his sights ahead of him. And that is, of course, Peter de Vos for 5th place. Graham from Medan now losing touch with Damien Bufacati for that battle for 3rd. Damien was experiencing a few little issues in the first race, so looks like he's managed to sort that out for the 2nd race. Dio Cruz now pulling also a gap on Raymond Keel, so that battle was sort of calming down a little bit. But Raymond Keel definitely not done, definitely not out of it as yet. Perron, a great ride here in the 2nd race. Track time is all you need. Track time and experience around here, and very important for Perron as he missed the whole of Friday's qualifying sessions. So he only had one session to get to grips with his bike, get that setup done, and get used to the track on Saturday morning before the 1st and 2nd race of the day. Dieter Huisman had now closed down on Aubrey Marais ahead of him. You look at getting that drive onto the main straight. Aubrey Marais, a very light rider though, and he gets that power down, so he'll be extremely hard to pass down the straight. So Dieter Huisman will have to find another way past. Travis Nordia was closing down Peter de Vos now in 5th place and leaving Johan Leroux and James Barson in his dust behind him. As we have a look at AJ Fenter on the number 39, the True Vine Volt Market ZX10R. AJ Fenter, we haven't seen him since Cape Town, so a great showing. 2nd place, not where he wants to be, but I'm sure he'll take it. Clinton Seller just on another level at the moment. Heading into Beacon Bend now was the battle for 3rd, and it was still Damien Bufacati with Graham from Midar stuck to like snot on a rug, making all sorts of shapes and squiggles there. Oh, and so does Damien Bufacati on the exit of Beacon Bend. Almost loses the rear there. A quick look behind to make sure Graham's still behind him. And Dieter Huisman have now made his way through on Aubrey Marais. So a great showing by the number 70. The true fella, Angling Supplies, ZX10R, working well down here at East London. Just listen to those ZX10R scream down the main straight here at East London. Speeds in excess of around 270, 280, close on 300 kilometers an hour as we get back to the front, to the leaders, heading through the S's into the sweep. It was still Damien Bufacati ahead of Graham from Midar, and this battle raged on as it did in the first race. So a great showing, and they were now in a bit of a lonely scrap there for 3rd and 4th place respectively. AJ Fenter quite a distance ahead of them on the road, and so was Clinton Seller. And speaking about Clinton Seller, he was now making his way past the back markers. He had navigated safely through the battle between Raymond Keel and Dio Cruz, now making his way past Perron down the beat straight. So a great race here from the number 11, the King Pass Extreme ZX10R, as he looks to make it a double for the day and a clean sweep, as we've said before, so far in all the races that he's taken part in so far in 2024. Can anyone stop the dominance that is Clinton Seller at the moment? It doesn't seem so. And up next is a double header at Kyalami, and we know Clinton Seller goes very, very well there indeed. He pretty much goes well at any track. We've become accustomed to this from the number 11, the multiple South African champion, as he heads out of Beacon Bend to take the double for the day. A great ride from the King Pass Extreme man to take a dominant victory ahead of AJ Fenter in 2nd place. And let's wait to see this battle for 3rd. It looks like it's going to go the way of Damien Bufacati. No mistake this time, heading into the final corner, and he keeps Graham from Midar at bay for a brilliant 4th place from the defending champion. So a great performance there. Now the battle behind him for 5th place was raging on. Travis Nordia had caught Peter de Vos, but not enough time. Peter de Vos, the crafty veteran, goes defensive into Beacon Bend, not allowing Travis Nordia a sniff, and a great ride on his return to the ZX10 Masters Cup in 5th place. Travis Nordia in 6th. Johan Leroux, a great 7th and 2nd in class, ahead of James Barson in 8th, David Furinga in 9th. So the juggernaut with a top 10 position. He'd be hoping to sort of be battling within the top 5 places. So a lot of work to do for the juggernaut at the doubleheader round 7, which is up next at Kyalami. Damien Provocati, his beautiful HJC helmet. He opens the visor for some fresh air. He can be proud of what he achieved. Third place in race 2. Clinton Sella taking victory ahead of AJ Fenter. And Damien Provocati in third, ahead of Graham from in fourth. Peter de Vos, a great fifth place and first in class, ahead of Travis Nordia, Johan Leroux, James Parson, David Feringa, Aubrey Murray, Dieter Huisman, Perron in a great 12th place, ahead of Raymond Kill in 13th, and Jayo Cruz rounding out the field in 14th place. Johan Leroux took top honours for the day in the veterans class, ahead of Peter de Vos in second and Raymond Kill in third, while the Grand Masters was won out by Graham from Midar, ahead of Travis Nordia in second and the juggernaut David Feringa in third. The Masters category was won out by Clinton Sella in first, AJ Fenter in second, and Damien Provocati in third.
So tell us a little bit about your weekend, Mojo. How was it?
Yeah, so we had a good weekend, Daniela. The Vault Markets, Prix ZX10R, fantastic bike. You know, big thank you to the sponsors for making it possible. I haven't ridden this bike since Cape Town, you know, round 2 Cape Town. So it was nice to come back down here. We literally watched the bike and we came down and had a ride around here. I always enjoy coming to East London. You know, the racing's good. Clint's flying. You know, I try to give him a go today, and once again, Clint did the double. You know, very, very well done to Clint. Myself and Damien parked together all weekend, and he had a few issues which we managed to fix in the second heat, which helped him get on the podium. And it's nice, you know, myself and Clint and Damien come from the MRSSA era, and we jumped into ZX10 Cup, and, you know, we're still racing the same people, and Clint's definitely up the pace. I mean, Clint beat me by a couple of seconds, and if you look at me, like last year's champ, we were 26 seconds ahead of him. So, you know, the pace is up there, and I'm really enjoying it. The ZX10 Cup guys, fantastic people, good bunch of people. So, yeah, I'm happy.
A quick look at the championship standings after round 6, and it's Clinton Sella leading out the way. Almost 100 points clear now of Trevor Westman in second, Damien Provocati in third. We've got Graham from Idar in fourth, leading out the Grandmasters. Han McMahon in fifth, AJ Fenter in sixth, David Feringa in seventh, Jason Lamb still leading out the veterans as well. Further down, Dieter Huisman looking for a little bit more in 17th overall, Apana Ganapathy in 18th, Travis Nordia in 19th, 20th from Peter de Vos, despite only participating in one round. A great result there for Peter de Vos. Aubrey Murray 21st, Piers Canute 22nd. Further down, we've got the likes of Perron, Ian Harwood as well, down in 34th. Tyron Piper, Safiso Temba, Michael Lowe, Reginald Seal. So we'll be hoping to see a lot more of these riders come the doubleheader up next, round 7 at Kyalami, one of the best tracks out in South Africa for riders, for spectators. We cannot wait. So be sure to join us for round 7 at Kyalami. From the 30th of August to the 1st of September, we will be joining the Festival of Motoring out at Kyalami. See you all there. The 2024 SunBet ZX10 Masters Cup is proudly brought to you by SunBet, Red Square, Bridgestone, the tire of choice, and Kawasaki South Africa.